What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is finally time to get started on the twin turbo C10 project that we started quite some time ago. In the last episode you guys seen, well actually last couple episodes, you guys seen that we were working on our customer 72 Ford F-250 build. We took that truck from a two-wheel drive and converted it to four-wheel drive. We used Super Duty axles front and rear. We got all of those fully mocked up back to a rolling chassis. We got the 6.0 that we're putting in it fired up and test running. So we're really excited about that project. Today we're gonna see if we can't make some more progress on this thing. We've got the exhaust to build, we've got blow-off valve to install, we've got wastegates to plumb up, we've got a list of things that we need to get done, so let's get into it. Pretty sure when I go to turn the wheel it's gonna hit, so we're gonna have to do something different with the exhaust. So today I'm gonna move on to mounting the blow-off valve. We're gonna put the blow-off valve right here, and I have no idea where to mount a blow-off valve. Good old Google says it needs to be mounted as close to the throttle body as possible. We don't have a throttle body, we have a carburetor, so we're going to mount it as close to the carburetor as we can get it. All right, guys, so we got the Y pipe put back in. It's got the blow-off valve mounted on it, and next we're going to move on to plumbing up the external wastegates and the blow-off valve. I've got to get those plumbed into the engine. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. Gonna cut this at a bit of an angle like this way, kind of like this, so that hopefully it'll put this pipe in shortly. Instead of perfect 90, it'll kind of be like this. I'll just go ahead and cut it, show you what I'm talking about. Okay. And so I'm thinking a number kind of like that. Run a short section of 2 1/4, and then we're going to go up to 3, which I don't know if it'll help the performance any if we run a short section of 2 1/4 and then go to the 3, but that's just what I have the most pipe of laying around. So then I can run a 90 down and come out the bottom of the fender. So let's go ahead and get that welded up. Okay, so here's what we're working with so far. Got that built, looking decent. I was able to kind of work with this just a little bit. Got a small gap right here, but I can fill that in. We're clearing the tire just ever so slightly. If I ever go with bigger tires, which I plan on it, I'm not gonna have a ton of clearance. I'll have to end up redoing this. But we are getting there. Okay, so here's what we got. We're coming out the fender. I only had a 3-inch hole saw. I really wanted to use a 3.5. That's okay, I'll go in and open up that hole at some point. But now I'm gonna take all this back out and I'm gonna weld it up.
Alright, so we got the pipe all welded up and it's done, ready to go back in. So I had to hammer around on this to get this gap to close up and make this fit, but we got that to fit pretty good and pretty happy with how it turned out. So let's go ahead and bolt her back in. Okay guys, so we got the pipe back in place. It's all bolted up, so pretty much at this point passenger side's done as far as I'm concerned. May play around with the angle of that pipe. I don't know if I like it too much, but clears the tire pretty good. And man, I'm just really tickled with that. So now let's move on to the driver's side. Okay guys, we got this all welded up here. Got my flange welded, got this piece welded, got it all cleaned up this end a little bit here, make it look a little nicer where it comes out. And so now we are ready to put it back in the truck. Let's make that happen. Alright guys, so we got the exhaust done. What's up, YouTubers? No, I'm just kidding. Alright guys, so we got the driver's side exhaust done. It's bolted in. And now we're going to plumb up our wastegate and our blow-off valve. So the way you plumb these up is you just run from this port here down to the bottom port on the external wastegate. There's another port over here. You just leave it to atmosphere, or you can run it to the air filter side of your turbo if you wanted to. Then to hook up your blow-off valve, you've got a port back here, and it has to run to the intake manifold so that it can see manifold pressure. Okay, so we've got the wastegate plumbed up, we got the blow-off valve plumbed up, and we got that wastegate over there plumbed up. So I guess we'll fire it up because this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. Turbos aren't as loud as I hoped they'd be. My blow-off valve's staying open most of the time. All right, so here's what we're working on. We've got AFR gauge. It's gonna be left bank, right bank, and boost gauge. Boost gauge is kind of a tinted boost gauge. You can see it once it lights up. So I'm trying to decide where I want to mount it in here. And this interior needs some love. We're gonna get a new seat cover. We're gonna get the floor cleaned up. This was a pretty nice interior when I first built this truck. I painted the interior, cleaned it up, put some badges in it. But this thing has been sitting for like 6 years, so poor thing needs some love. But I'm really a huge fan of this, personally. I think that looks great. But it's a lot of work to mount it there because there's not enough material to mount to. So I think I'm gonna go up here, and factory speaker used to be here for the radio, but I've removed it, so I think I can slip my wires down through these slits. So that might work pretty good, because I'm really not a fan of drilling holes in my dash other than maybe a couple small screws right here. And so that would kind of be the look there while you're driving. I feel like I could still see everything really good. All right, guys, so here's where we ended up making it for the day. I got my gauges wired, I got my tack wired, and so they are all wired up. I still need to run this, the tack wire out to the distributor, unfortunately. Also still need to plumb the boost gauge up. Still got to mount this pod. This is about as far as I made it for the day, though. All right, guys, my camera died, but I got a new battery, and here's where we ended up finishing off the project. For now. Oh, got us a little waspa. So we got the tack in, it's working, and we got all our gauges up here mounted, and they are fully working. So we are really close. Next on the list at this point is to get the electric fuel pump mounted. We got to get the electric fuel pump. We got to get the boost reference fuel pressure regulator. We got to get a return back to the tank. And then we got to start tuning this thing. I'm trying to think what else is on the list. Oh, and I got to get my master cylinders installed. I have a dual master cylinder wheelwood setup that's going in this thing, non-boosted. Should work good, give us enough clearance over there, but by our turbo. So we're getting really close, but unfortunately you're gonna have to stay tuned for the next episode.